Welcome to Renaissance FM. I'm Stephanie Feeney, Lady Lovely Lute, and today we have this amazing band. What are they called?
Mascherata.
Mascherata, yeah. And here's some of their music. Take it away. Wow, live, yeah, amazing. So you guys, tell me about that, or tell me about you. We have you, MacKenzie, Richard MacKenzie.
Thank you.
Who usually carries large instruments around.
I do.
But
I usually have a theorbo, but today we're on
a little one.
Yeah, so just a Renaissance lute today.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely
the theorbo's better for crowds on the London Underground.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, London Underground. It gets really, really strange looks if you go busking with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more so than a lute.
Yeah.
You played a lute as well, though, Stephanie, don't you?
Yeah.
Very, very much so. Have you been doing much plucking recently?
No. Oh, sort of, yeah.
Oh, good. You must always play.
Thanks. Anyway, Kat, tell me about you. You're the harpist.
I play the harps and I also sing and I play the recorders.
Oh,
We do a
lovely.
mixture of Venetian things and early Spanish things.
Yeah.
All very much Renaissance, so we're in keeping with your show.
I can hear that.
Totally
yeah.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Then we've got Adrian over there who sings a bit lower than I do and sometimes hits things.
Hey, Adrian.
Hi.
I liked your banging.
Absolutely banging,
It was,
rocking.
it's very nice. What was that, Renaissance drum?
Yep, pretty small, not big and boomy, just fits in with the witchy feel.
He's got a tambourine as well.
Got tambourine.
Yeah.
And
Not
you
that time.
You say it's very witchy, that music.
Well, it's 1570s originally, that tune, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it's
and it's from Venice, and
It's a Monario dance,
Yeah.
but it's originally got a dialect set of words, which is, about witches, and
All
it's
about
very, very freaky.
witches and witching. Are you a
Brilliant.
witch, Stephanie?
I'm a witch, yes.
Well,
Lady Lovely Lute is a witch.
I'm
This is
sometimes a good witch, sometimes a bad witch.
Depending on how the mood takes you.
new. A bad witch. Are you sometimes a black witch? What do you do in your black witchery?
I don't know. Usually it's after a bit too much cider. Anyway.
Fair enough. Better that than the blood of children.
well,
Yeah.
Monario, the guy who wrote that, was a priest, but apparently he got defrocked from being a priest for taking part in witchcraft and nighttime dances, apparently.
Orgies, you've forgotten the orgies, I think.
Oh,
You could call them that.
Shh, it's only 11 in the morning, Kat. Can't talk about
It's only historical musicology.
nothing's interesting here to
And how did you guys all meet originally?
Well, I had the offer of a tour in Venice, courtesy of the University of Warwick, doing some banquet entertainment. and Adrian and I had the offer, and we were after a lute player to accompany us. And the first person we asked actually couldn't do it, but she recommended this this young lad that none of us had met before, and said we might have, some things in common, and he was good. So we took him, and that was 2010.
Yes.
We
No,
haven't
it might
looked
be
back
long.
since.
No,
Yeah.
no, we are
Rest is
down the
history.
line somewhat.
Yes.
And now it's all grown up.
I think so, yes. We were out in the Netherlands together a couple of years ago with a competition, and we record a bit. We've got an album forthcoming.
Yes, we
which
have
is-
got an album forthcoming, which is very, very exciting, and very, very much with a Spanish focus.
16th and 17th century kind
Yes,
of domestic
really
music.
You must know for
Oh,
listeners out there in Resonance FM land that, in fact, the age difference between us is really quite small. I'm not
I
that
know.
much younger.
I know. Anyway, what's the next piece that you'd like to play?
I think we should have something Spanish since we've,
Yeah, and
since we've mentioned
something
the
where you
Spanish
get to
album.
hear Adrian's tambourine playing, because we haven't heard that
Oh, the
yet.
tambourine
And
playing.
it's a
Well,
different
possibly, yes, Miguel de Fuenllana.
drum. Mhm.
The third track on our last album.
Thank you.
That was lovely. Thank you so much for bringing your instruments today, guys. That's so nice of you. You came all the way on the buses and stuff. Woohoo!
Yeah, no thanks to the C10 bus.
So tell me more. What were you guys just talking about there?
Oh, the piece I was just playing was a Neapolitan sort of fun piece from the mid-16th century called Quando ti veggio, and nobody knows who wrote it in the first place, but it was found and tabulated in a great big massive book for the vihuela. It's a kind of lute, Spanish lute from the mid-16th century, by a certain Spanish composer and intabulator called Miguel de Fuenllana.
Oh,
And it's really
vihuela.
fun. Yeah, vihuela.
Oh, is it like sort of like curved like that? Ooh, like a wavy sort of one.
It's sort of a figure of eight shape. It's sort of shaped like a guitar,
Yeah.
but with a flat or vaulted back. But
Yeah.
it's strung exactly the same as a lute. and
Yes,
it's got
I played that
some lute.
originally with Rosemary Hodgson was my teacher.
Oh, brilliant.
So were you playing that then?
Yeah. That was on a vihuela de mano. Yeah, vihuela of the hand.
Oh.
But they also had they likely had a vihuela de gamba, which is a vihuela of not of the prawn, but of the leg,
Gotcha.
which is definitely which
See what you
would
did
have been bowed like a violet. Oh, thank you. Wasn't it almost clever? Borderline wit, beware.
No,
Did
that
you
was
like
just
it?
a modern observation. You'll let us know when you start with the wit.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
easy.
It sounds
I'll have to
great.
tell
And
you.
Kat, you were just saying that we have met before at one of William Summers' gigs.
Oh, Will was my first recorder teacher 25 years ago.
Where? At Morley?
No, I grew up in Teddington.
Wow.
And he lived in
25 years ago.
Hampton.
So how old were you? Like 5? Or I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
No way.
About that.
What?
Very ickle.
He's only 25.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's how early music careers start, isn't it? With the recorder when you're 7.
Early music, and you guys were almost late. So
And we were almost late. That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
that's funny.
Thanks, bus.
Yeah. Not an early musical bus. Yeah, definitely a postmodern bus.
That's it. Positively avant-garde.
See, that was a wit.
Yeah,
Almost.
it kind of was.
And tell me more about. There's something I was reading up about you guys. It's to do with Henry III. Was that like the king or something of France at some time.
Well, that was to do with our first our first
piece.
trip to Venice,
Oh, first, yeah.
because we were there to be part of a.
MacKenzie.
We were there in Venice to provide music for a conference about festivals, celebrations, pageants that had taken place on the water. And so we gave our first recital themed around the visit of King Henry III of France to Venice in what year?
1574?
Oh, that's it, 74, yeah.
50 years, something like that. So that was the theme for our first recital. Had some of the music you've just heard in it. Yeah, no, the rest is history. So that's where Henry III comes in.
How many mistresses did he have? I wonder.
Probably more than you told us about.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
would have thought
we're
so.
talking about Henry III here.
Yeah, didn't cut any heads off as far as I
Which
know.
chateaux did he play in? Chateau Blois? Or do you know?
Oh,
I
you've got
don't know.
the
You know
knowledge.
more than I do
know.
here.
No, that's the only place I've played in. That's why. It's like sort of this 13th century massive chateau in Blois.
Cool.
Classic. Can't beat a French chateau.
I know.
Lovely.
I
Very
just
nice.
took over. It's just like
Especially when there's French wine there.
Mhm.
I didn't get any wine actually.
Was it a ruin or is it in like good condition? Has it
Yeah,
been-
it's like proper good condition.
Oh,
like
nice.
people pay to go in there
Oh, lovely.
and we were playing
Oh.
stuff. And like the like the ceilings were like I know 200 feet high and stuff.
Very nice.
So I was going la 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 la.
Don't
la,
fancy
la.
cleaning one of those.
Oh,
It's like Troy.
I tell you what, you come and clean and we can sing together while we're cleaning. Yeah, yeah. So,
That's the worst offer anyone's ever made me.
Plus you got to pay for your flight and Eurostar.
That's it.
It's not getting better.
It's not improving. Not improving. Do
Anyway, so what's the other piece that you'd like to play?
you want to hear the Vihuela with the harp?
That sounds good.
It's a really fit combination.
It is pretty luscious, actually.
I said fit. I can't believe I said
Delicious.
that. That is Sobre el canto llano de Conde Claros.
That was lovely. That harp sounded really, really nice, that one.
Such a gorgeous harp.
Tell me about the structure of this piece, guys. It's something I really want to know.
Well, it's a cantus firmus piece, but the odd thing about this cantus firmus is that it's right at the top of the texture, and it was being played beautifully in the harp.
So it was the right hand of the harp, that tiny high fragment going round and round in circles is kind of the thing you match.
And that's it, just those three notes.
Just like that, yeah.
And just it endlessly, it's a little ostinato, which is just going endlessly around. And Valderrabano was a composer, and he wrote a whole set of variations to move underneath this cantus firmus, this slow melody moving in the top of the harp. And it's we think it's very beautiful.
It's very beautiful, hypnotic.
Yeah, totally.
Variation writing is a big Renaissance thing, really, one way and another, isn't it?
They should have it for like those therapy sort of sessions for people, that sort of music, you know.
Oh, yeah, it is quite trance-like, isn't it? You're right.
Definitely.
Especially with all the strings.
Genuine trance.
People lying down, like
relaxing trance, rather than the kind of trance that I've been to when it just pumps right through your body, and you're just like, there's nothing relaxing about this, and it's not really trance-like because it's so loud. That's I think that's true trance music.
And when was it from? Same sort of time?
The 1550s. I think Valderrabano's book was published in 1552, and somewhere in Castile.
He was born about
1500s.
Oh,
and it's just the most beautiful music. But it's a variation form, and we work on quite a few variation forms in our repertoire. And there's the Fraise Gaillard is a very, very famous. It's a very famous chanson.
Slightly filthy. You forgot the filthy.
Oh God, yeah. What is the filth in it? What is the filth in it?
Well, it's just about a man who goes out one day and sees a milkmaid, and guess what happens?
Very milky.
That's Milkmaid's view, though, isn't it?
I always think of that scene in
I played a milkmaid once.
Yeah.
Her name was Kitty.
Kitty?
Yeah.
That's a great name for a milkmaid.
Classic wench name, I would
Kitty. It's like,
in Romford.
she'd been called Daisy, the whole milk cows connection.
Anyway, should we have listened to it then?
Yeah, let's have a listen.
quand je me pasme, et tout autour de chez vous, et tout autour de chez vous, quand je me
Haha, thanks, Steph. So that's the original chanson rendered.
I could hear Adrian singing a
lusciously
lot
by
there.
Adrian.
Yep,
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was lovely,
me.
Adrian.
Thank you very much.
And you obviously playing.
He does a bit of singing on that one, that's true. So you get the original chanson, that's Clemens non Papa, as it happens, who died in 1555, so that's quite a way back. And then around about 1600, you get a vogue for making diminutions, so taking a straight chanson and decorating it.
What
Yeah,
does
the-
diminutions mean?
Adding more and more twiddles.
variations. So yeah,
Twiddles.
twiddles. So in dun 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 dun. Yeah, that kind of idea. So you take a very and it just goes mad. You have a very
Becomes a
simple
competition.
line, and it becomes a competition, and you're usually in competition with yourself to make it more and more and more elaborate. Or in this case, it's a composer who's writing them out and getting it more
Yeah,
and
it's
more
sort of the
elaborate.
fledgling stages of instrumental music becoming emancipated from vocal music. So, most things have polyphony. Instrumental music has its roots in song and decorated versions of song. Well, take a listen. Shall we do Fraise et Gaillard?
Woo. When did you record that?
October
did-
2012.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, according to this,
University of
I can't
Reading,
remember
yeah?
that off the top of my head. It's just written down, so it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
cool.
I rode at Reading.
Right.
They got a split sort of place there. Anyway,
Okay.
so half chavs and half something else. I know. Anyway,
Poor Richard gets a bit of a duff deal with that because I was essentially playing the tune that Adrian just sang you, but twiddlier. Poor Richard was doing exactly the same thing. Same alto tenor.
But I get
bass
to
bars.
listen to lots of pretty things, so it's
Well,
all
that's
fine.
right. It's not all bad,
So
is
some reward for me.
yeah. And tell me what that music was used for. Was it just for relaxing in, sort of big houses and stuff, like musicians playing it, or was it used in dancing?
It's got its roots
Peasants.
probably in St Mark's in Venice, where wind players are employed as ceremonial wind players and create these diminutions on what's being sung and what's being played, and then publish them as. Yeah, I suspect the
There for
market
atmosphere.
published music tends to be the amateur market because
Atmosphere.
they can afford it.
Definitely.
Yeah. And imagine having that in the lifts and stuff in shops these days. People would be so much calmer.
Be an improvement, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, take notes, everyone. So, anyway, and you, Adrian, speak.
Yeah,
Tell
talking
us-
of
tell us-
recorded music.
Yeah, tell us more about you, because your voice sounded really great in the other piece there.
Well, I sing. We all play our part, really. I do my. Kat also sings. We haven't heard her today, sadly.
Speak up.
Yeah.
How much are you singing on the upcoming CD?
true.
We're all. Well, I'm trying to remember. We've got a few Vihuela songs.
Mudara,
Got Mudara, good mix of
Valderrabano.
things with more variations, diminutions.
Yeah, lots and lots of Spanish material.
Yeah, it's all, as we
Yeah.
said, Spanish domestic music,
Yeah.
so stuff that you would hear at home.
There's some
that people-
seriously rare stuff as well.
Yeah, things that people would get together, after a meal in the evening to get together and collaborate and play together or sing together.
Domestic devotion as well.
Domestic, yeah. So some sacred music.
So the Salazar, as well. Sorry, I've
Oh,
forgotten
yes.
about
So-
those.
Oh,
It's
yes.
very,
Yeah,
very
we
rare.
haven't got much time now, guys. So tell me, what is it you're working towards? What are you doing next? What's your
Well, this
project?
It's this
we've got a
recording.
recording project coming up.
coming up this summer. The Spanish emphasis rather than Italian, secular and sacred, such as this piece, which I guess we could close with.
Yes.
It's variations on some plain song. So you'll hear the original plain chant
All right.
and then Mudara
Right.
variations.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Steph.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Very great.
And what's your name again?
Mascherata.
Look them up. They're really awesome.
Thank you.
Nisi Dominus edificaverit domum, in vanum laboraverunt qui edificant eam. Nisi Dominus custodierit civitatem, frustra laboraverunt qui edificant eam. Famum est vobis ante lucem surgere, surgite postquam severiti